Well, hello there, everyone, and how are you guys today? Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the weather. I do not think it was as hot as it's been recently. Actually, I don't think we had a heat watch today, so that's great to hear. I hope you guys are staying cozy. I guess I could say maybe not a little too cozy. What else could I say? Well, honestly, I'm just here to do a reading on Jungkook. Interestingly enough, I did some research. A subscriber wanted to know about Jungkook in his career and also his relationships, but we'll see if a relationship pops up. I'm going to read on Jungkook's career in particular, and we'll just do like a reading on him and see if a relationship pops up in the reading, and that will tell me if he's in a relationship or not. However, I found out that Jungkook is currently releasing a documentary movie called I Am Still. Also, he has a song by the same name as that, so that's interesting. Apparently it's a documentary. I couldn't find much on it besides the fans reacting to the fact that he's made this announcement. What else? Oh, yes, Jungkook is in a TV series soon to come with Jimin, also from BTS. I know you guys know that. And they're going to be traveling, across the world. I think it was just like to France, America. It was something like that. It's supposed to be an 8-part documentary series. First off, I love the sound of that. And it said that it was filmed before they had went off into the military. So that sounds like BTS had y'all covered for when they're in the military. What else? So we know that Jungkook and Jimin have a song together out too, even possibly. So was that Jimin? Yes, that was Jimin. Jimin is currently not in the military. And Jimin released his second solo album just a month ago, and it was either teased that V or Jungkook was in it. It's a hot debate apparently. I am not too sure, but with that being said, I'm going to be reading on his good old pal Jungkook. You know, Jungkook has kind of been silent since he's made 3D. I mean, at least here in popping in America, I'm sure the armies are very well aware of what's going on in his life and what music collaborations he could be having. Oh, and he also released 7 with Lotto. It was nice to see him make all those American collaborations. I just find it so interesting that once the K-pop idols have finished doing their, music promotions in Korea, they choose to come over to America. But I get it, we are a hot commodity over here. So with that being said, I'm going to find the main band to represent Jungkook. Okay. 2 cards at a time are trying to come out. Okay, no. It's looking good so far. As it's saying, it does seem like there's not going to be certain cards around him. Where is he hiding? My gosh. Okay. Does he have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards behind him? Okay, that's great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Wow. Jungkook was really at the top. So let's see. Like I said earlier, I may see a partner. Let's see. I do see a female in his life. Okay. We got some relationship going on. Okay, so first what I see is Jungkook is right here in the center, and he is looking in this direction, and that direction he's looking at is his future and its thoughts. He's going to be thinking about something, making, who knows, he could be doing thoughts, having ideas, being really creative. He wants to release, Jungkook is about to release a documentary series. Is Jungkook about to go into the military? Because if that's the case, then maybe he's trying to think of all these plans and ideas. Let me look if Jungkook's about to go into the military. Jungkook, military. Okay. Hold on. What was it? Okay, well. Oh, okay. I'm just a little confused right here because it says that Jungkook enlisted into the military December 12th, and I was pretty sure he released and promoted music just earlier this year in 2024. So I'm kind of confused about that. And then it says he's supposed to be released from the military June of 2025, and both him and Jinmin both enlisted into the military at the same time, which I just recently read on Jinmin. If you want to see that reading, I just recently read on Jimin in his military sentence. I believe Jimin just got out of the military. Yes, he did. So apparently, well, now that makes a little bit more sense when I see about a relationship in his life. But we see he's in deep thought. Maybe he knows he's getting ready to come out of the military, and he has to maybe think about how he's going to make the transition back to daily situations. I mean, he still has like a whole year, but if he's somehow doing promotions and releasing content, then maybe he's wondering, he could be looking at this, maybe, I don't know how the military works in the divisions that they're in, but maybe he's looking at the feedback that he's receiving online as having thoughts about it and how people are receiving it. Or maybe he's just having thoughts as like, oh, I wonder how everybody's reacted to my music. I hope they like the stuff that I planned and released and all this before I went into the military. Now, what I see behind him in his past was somebody that he could have been in a relationship with. Now, I know somebody once wanted me to do a reading, I think it was on Jinny and Jungkook. Apparently, if I have the couple right, apparently they were supposedly together, but then conveniently broke up right before he had went into the military. And now I think there's some conspiracy that once he gets out the military is when they're going to reunite back in a relationship. Now, if it's not Jinny, it's Lisa. It's one of the Blackpink girls and one of the BTS boys. I hope it's Jungkook. But this just shows right now, at the time of his life, we see the two pairs. This is him, and this will be his partner. They're completely looking at each other. They're completely not looking at each other. He's looking this way. She's looking that way. So therefore, they're both kind of in each other's past in the sense, if you look at what's behind them, they could have both left each other. Maybe like you said, we could have taken the time. They could have taken the time to separate right before going to the military, maybe just to focus on each other. And, maybe he didn't make it back from the military. I don't know. But all that to be said is right beneath him, we have legal matters. So this could be having to do with, like we said, him in the military. And I'm just confused because he's in the military and yet music is being released and content's being released as if he's not in the military. I'm kind of feeling like they're messing with my psyche right now with this. But we see beneath him we have legal matters. Maybe there could be some controversy with whatever he releases, or something legal is going to be, oh, this is something that he's accomplished. So therefore he could have came over some legal matters in his life. I'm not sure if he had any allegations. I think there was some plagiarism allegations with 3D, but you guys can tell me if I'm quoting that wrong, but I know there was some type of controversy going on with Jungkook when he released some music within the last year. And because of that, his legal team could have been working hard and diligent and could have override those matters, and therefore everything was doing good. Or maybe it just could be the fact that right here at the very top, we have a rich girl, which just basically means a somebody within his field that he could know, that's a female co-worker. Maybe he could have met somebody in the military, or maybe he could be, because this is him right now, and he did leave a woman in the past, and now he could be having her in his thoughts, which would go along very well with the fact that his thoughts is going to be before him in the past, and he's going to be in deep thought. Like I said, when he could get out of the military, he could be thinking of ideas what to do next with his career, and then he could be thinking about what to do next with his relationship now that he's out of the military. Should we rekindle? And it does seem like he is going to rekindle with whoever the significant other could be, because we have the meetups, which is right about which. So it's in the right order with the way it's shown right here. He's going to be in deep thought about, yes, right now he's thinking about a partner that he left behind, a woman that he holds to high regards and really respects. And in the future, once he gets out of the military, he's going to be thinking about, how can I meet with her? How can I get to see her? And also, I'm not sure if BTS is going to come back together as BTS. They probably will. No, BTS come back together after doing their solo careers. And I see that he is expecting something. He's going to overcome expectations. Maybe he's not going to be, because thoughts is right above this, expectations. He's thought really, like I said, this woman that he was thinking about while in the military, that he had to separate with apparently in the past, right before coming into the military, and that could be the reason why. It just seems as though he's thinking about how maybe not put too many expectations and hopes, because he would have only been in the military for 2 years, but a lot of things can change in 2 years. Maybe maybe he won't know if she had moved on in that time, or maybe they ended because it wasn't something right between them, and it just seemed to be better to end things amicably and be cool with each other. And maybe he wants to rekindle that love instead of maybe, nah, I had time away from you and be able to think about you, and I think I do want to have a relationship with you, but I don't want to have too many expectations that you could want me back or that you could still love me. I'm just going to take our meetup or us coming back together as the way it is. And that could also how he could be feeling about his career as well. When he comes back out of the military, he could know that 2 years is a long time and to be away from your fans. And this is probably the first time he's ever had to be that far away, that so far, gone for that long from his fans. So because of that, he's not sure what to expect when he gets out of the military. Is everyone going to be like, woo, rah, Jungkook? It's the music I released kept you guys fed. Do you guys enjoy what I was putting out while I was in the military? So hopefully when I come back, you guys are ready to see me perform this music, make more music, still was able to keep that fan base and that fan hype. That could how he also be feeling. Maybe thinking about making a meeting with the army, or even maybe with just his bandmates once he gets back out of the military. So it just seems like all around a good message for both his relationship and his career, when he comes out of the military. I like the sound of this. BTS is doing great. Even Jungkook had a very good reading. Even Jimin had a very good reading. Jimin and now Jungkook has had good readings. I am enjoying this. They are bringing my spirits up. And to see in the past to talk about this female that he had to have a separation from. Maybe she had murky thoughts, or maybe he put her above his thoughts, and then therefore that has allowed him to be putting, like, you know, maybe a woman first before himself first, and therefore this separation could have cost them to need some time to decompress, get themselves together more mentally, or get himself together more mentally. Or this could just mean that this woman, she had some thoughts about him that maybe who knows? I would never put anything past anybody, but maybe she could have thought he was cheating. I don't know. I don't think he would. They just seem like good old boys, but I also have to keep in mind their age. But maybe she could have thought he was being like sneaky about something, and maybe she just wasn't ready to be like committed to that kind of energy. I have no idea. I do not know Jungkook. But above her was a pleasant letter, and maybe how she really felt now that I put the whole picture together. She found out and was thinking about him enlisting into the military, and then that just clouded her thoughts about how she could feel about Jungkook. Maybe everybody else knew before she knew. Who knows? Maybe that could have been something he was holding a secret from her. But whatever this positive news was, it wasn't the woman basically had to rise up out of her thoughts and basically put on a pleasant face and a pleasant smile and be like, I understand where your future is going. It's time for military enlistment. I can't be mad at it. You just go and do you, and I'll go do me. Who knows? And with that being said, that was actually a very good reading. So what do I sum up from this? If Jungkook does have a relationship, he is currently not in one, but he looks like he ended one in the past and may be thinking about returning back to her when he gets out of the military. But he could also be thinking about coming back to the general public and releasing music again because somebody wanted to know about his career as well. And like I said, I'm going to do his career reading, and if a woman just happens to pop up, there does seem to be like a relationship there. So with his career, I see that he also has to make sure that he doesn't put too much expectations into returning. We know, you never know how your music's going to go until you like put it out. Maybe you could love it, but maybe it's not like something that's gonna vibe with the fans sometimes. And maybe that's what he's hoping doesn't happen, that the fans like really enjoy it. I think he even did some promotions too, actually, on Jimmy Kimmel, unless that was pre-recorded. Who knows at this point, because he's in the military. I don't think he's going to stop military productions, go fly over to wherever Jimmy Kimmel is, and then fly back and go do military duties, unless that's what he literally did. The military got it good over there in Korea. That's all I got. If that was allowed, but if that wasn't, then that means that interview was way pre-recorded, just like everything else. And he just wanted to make it seem like even though I'm in the military, it doesn't seem like I'm gone. It still feels like I'm here. You guys still feel like you're connected with me. And so when he makes that return back, he hopes that connection was felt and connected with the army, but he doesn't also want to put too much hopes into that. But I'm sure the army's going to be there for him. I even like some of his music, and I may look at his documentary. It kind of just depends if it's going to be in English. That's just personally my preference. But if not, I'm sure the documentary is going to be well received. I'm sure he got pretty open in that documentary. So that's also a good thing. He was giving another side of himself to like connect with his audience while he's gone. So therefore, when he comes back from the military, it could all be kumbaya. Everybody can come together and be like a reuniting with basically people he loved. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and sunflowers.